Hello. Rodtang Jitmuangnon is an absolute beast, not just in his technical ability and power, but his insane capacity to take a shot. He's been hit with everything, including the kitchen sink, but unlike evasive fighters like Sanchai or Lord Silla, Rodtang Jitmuangnon's version of Muay Thai is the one that just keeps coming forward. With a great spirit, you see him test his durability every fight, often demonstrating a Juggernaut-like capacity to mow down his opponents onto the back foot. It's like being trapped in a room with a mantis shrimp. Terrifying, an absolute beast, but how? How does Rodtang Jitmuangnon consistently take shot after shot without waver? Because you watch this, and his head is rotating. Rodtang's head is rotating. His brain must be receiving trauma as it batters against skull wall. Why can he continue to walk forward with little regard for his health each time he gets hit? Watch this here, how after taking a ding to the side of the head, Rodtang's whole body moves with the strike. The neck isn't buckling, thus causing the same snap of the head, thus rapidly smashing the brain against skull wall. His whole body moves. Just watch. When he's hit against the dome, his whole body moves with the force. This mitigates a bit of the force traveling into Rodtang Jitmuangnnon's brain, even though there is an unavoidable pivot every time Rodtang gets cracked against chin. For the most part, his whole body is moving every time he eats a blow. This leads me to believe that Rodtang Jitmuangnon has a very strong neck. He invites these shots, but also sees them coming, thus is better able to brace for them without snapping in a whiplash due to his strong neck. Also, the length and shape of the neck, the size of the chin. Other factors may come into play, which could mitigate how badly the head snaps into rotation. But even with how fighters cut weight at one, because they are better hydrated, they have more cerebrospinal fluid which acts as a shock absorber for the brain. And when dehydrated, the brain can shrink, which in turn also increases the surface area of brain matter colliding with skull wall. There's a lot that goes into this, but for the most part, being able to see a punch coming and having the neck brace for impact is what mitigates much of the force. The body moving with the strike, opposed to the head just snapping by itself. Here's another thing though. I truly believe that Rodtang Jitmuangnon is willing to die for his Muay Thai. Mentally, even if he were to end up in a dangerous place, he just wouldn't stop unless his biology literally did not let him continue, or he literally just perished from the trauma. That's the kind of guy he is. That's how mentally strong this man is. He's the kind of guy you literally have to end to take out, because that's the kind of world he comes from. That's the kind of pressure that raised him. We know nothing as to how this man was raised, the cruelty, the level of hardship, the trauma, the suffering, the pain he had to endure. But in doing this, his stone-cold resolve and courage also keeps him from closing his eyes and turn away in fear. Of course, Canelo Alvarez does turn away to evade strikes, but it's a different story when you take a strike you don't see coming in this way. It's his complete disregard when armed with an absolute resolve that, paradoxically, also helps him see the shot coming, thus confidently brace for it. At the end of it all, with the way we see Rodtang Jitmuangnon take this move with a strike, that too can be boiled down to the mental strength his Muay Thai has cultivated. He's that mentally tough, to the point where many would even call it foolish. It is foolish. To let someone punch you in the face for free is foolish. But because he's so courageous and fearless, he's able to see that shot coming, thus consistently brace for it each time. This capacity only grows as he forces his opponents onto the back foot like a juggernaut, further mitigating their full capacity to deliver force. Notably, it's a superpower stemming from his unconquerable mind, his unconquerable will, one way or another. Truly remarkable. Of course, you can count biological factors as well, but I guarantee you, if he didn't see and brace for the shots this way, he would not be continuously walking down his opponents the same way he is. Thus, it truly is remarkable when you understand To that end, thank you Rodtang Jitmuangnon for this lesson. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, peace.